starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Drop Zone. I'm your moderator, Mary. With me tonight is the guys, Jeff Walsh and Anthony Young. Now, I know we got a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
Uh, hey, Jeff. Looks like we're both working out of the office today.
Yeah, you know, always in the office. You more than me. I'll be honest. Tony more than me, but I am working out of the office today.
I'm practically living my office.
hmm
Okay.
So how's everybody doing today?
All right.
Don't everybody jump at
Not,
once and answer the question.
I'm not doing too bad. Still waking up a little bit. Just, I'm getting there.
Huh. Look like
Okay.
like even Ruxman was changing some of the settings around. Things were turned off that wasn't turned off the last time. All right, so what we got planned for today? What's the first topic?
I know, Jeff, you wanted to talk about the NBA opening night and Christmas Day schedule.
Just something very quick. I love basketball is my favorite sport, honestly. But so I always like talk about basketball anytime I can. So they did finally, or they announced the opening night games that'll be on NBC. Rockets at Thunder and Warriors at Lakers. I think those will be two good games to open up the season. So I just don't know if Tony has any opinion on it. I know that he likes basketball too.
I seen. I've definitely seen. I like the Christmas schedule, with the exception. Excuse me. And no offense to Laker Nation and Warrior Nations, but right now, as of right now, you guys don't belong on Christmas Day right now. Especially the Lakers. You guys are basically just par, and the Warriors are just. I mean, they're not. They're yeah. They still got Steph Curry and stuff like that, but they're not the Warriors that we was used to seeing. So I don't feel they need to be on Christmas. I definitely don't feel LeBron needs to be on Christmas. I'm sick of him. But the other games, Knicks definitely, OKC definitely, because they just won the championship, so they definitely need to be on Christmas. Um, it's going to be sad because it would have been nice to see Boston and Indiana, but we all know because of the injuries that they suffered, they're not going to be relevant. Boston might be somewhat relevant, but we know Indiana's not. As far as opening night schedule, um, I'm okay with it. I mean, it's the opening night. You can't have everybody, but you do got some of the key market teams on the schedule. So I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, there's Jason.
Oh, here's the troublemaker. Right
Mm-hmm.
on cue.
Yeah. Christmas A's, Cavs, Knicks, Spurs at Thunder, Rockets at Lakers, Mavs at Warriors, and Timberwolves at Nuggets. I think that those will all be good games. But yeah, I'm sick and tired of seeing LeBron. I think as anybody knows me, I am not a LeBron fan. Uh, I do not compliment him very much. So I am really sick and tired of seeing him at all in general. So never mind on Christmas.
Here he
Yep.
goes.
hmm But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Get Tony's opinion on it. Again, Knicks are on, so he's happy. So
Well, of course.
mhm. Yeah,
And I'll be off to see it. So that
mm,
would make it even better.
yeah. Hopefully beat those Cavs. So yeah, that's all I got on the NBA opening night and Christmas Day schedule.
Now, since we're still I haven't moved forward yet, Anthony did in the group chat, I believe.
What did I do? I do a
He
lot of shit. You gotta be more
posted
specific.
about uh, Angel Reese and how she showed up to the game Sunday night in in a shirt saying about wanting NBA pay.
Okay. I'm gonna be the last one to go on this one because I want everybody's take on this one first, and then I'm gonna speak my mind because I got quite a few things that I do really want to say, and I know it's gonna piss quite a few people off, and I don't give a shit. So that's why I would rather go last.
Okay, that's understandable. Um, she did make a comment where was saying she wanted NBA pay and respect to go along with it.
Sure,
You
you
and
know,
I,
Jason.
Anthony, we did talk a little bit about it. You did bring out some points which I do agree on, but those being put off to the side, the lowest NBA paid player makes 5 times more than the highest paid WNBA player. Granted, okay, the WNBA doesn't bring the crowds in. I understand that. But 5 times more? I think that's crazy. I mean, I understand, yeah, this is a man's world, but I'm going to stop there before I get into a rant.
Oh, we welcome rants.
Oh, I know. But nah, nah.
In fact, wait, do I still have it?
Yeah, you got the rant button.
Mhm.
I did do a little bit of research. The 2025 number one draft pick for the NBA, who they have not, from what I saw, have not picked him yet.
He's been picked.
His salary is 13,825,920. Paige, which I'm not even going to try and say her last name because I will butcher it. Her salary is only $78,831. So I can kind of agree with Reese when she says more pay. But at the same time, you want that pay, you got to bring something in order to get it. If you can say the women can bring the crowds, then prove it. But if not, like you had said, if the WNBA can bring the crowds, then fine. And stop losing the money. What's your take on it, Jeff?
Um, so I love working with a bunch of people who love sports. So me, Jay, and another coworker, we we've talked about this a lot at work. Um, and we think she is a joke. The NBA has lost money ever since it started. Every year they've gotten worse and worse and worse with losing money, paying these players, and not getting the attendance for any games. Uh, the most important player or the most influential player is Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese thinks that she is, but she is not. Uh, and as soon as Caitlin Clark said that I'm not gonna be playing in the WNBA All Star game, those sales went down 34%. 34%. People just didn't go because Caitlin Clark didn't play. Angel Reese is, I think, pretty dumb. She made a quote on a podcast saying that she makes 1,400 in a week, and and us normal people make 1,400 in 7 days. You dummy. A week is 7 days. She Again, they lose money every year. I don't know where they expect to get the money from, and I like one of Jason's comments. They don't want the men involved. Go ahead, make the money on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Have the NBA stop paying them. Stop helping raise them up. We won't advertise them on the NBA games. Go ahead, make your own money then. That's all I got. I'm actually kind of excited for Tony's take on it, so I didn't want to take too long.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those who have been listening to us for a while know I'm an advocate for people getting their money. Yes, get your money, get your money, get your money. But at the same time, you need to be logical. The average attendance of a WNBA game is barely under 10,000. The average arena for an NBA game holds anywhere between 15 to 25,000. So again, I'm all for them wanting to get their money. But to sit there and say you need to be paid on NBA players level,
No.
let's be realistic about this. If the league was doing so well, four of the founding franchises of the WNBA wouldn't have never folded. They will still be here today. You guys struggle to put fans in the seats. You don't have the large TV crowd that the NBA has. You don't have the following that the NBA has. As also, the talent wise is greatly widespread.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark, yes, excellent player. Angel Reese, excellent player. Even though she lets her mouth get herself in trouble, she needs to learn to shut up sometimes. Yes, the WNBA does have a lot of talented female players, but the game itself, I'm not gonna lie. I tried watching a WNBA game. I couldn't make it out of the first quarter. The game is just too slow. There's no. Yes, there is some excitement, but not like the NBA. I mean, well, the NBA is starting to get kind of ridiculous too, but still, they still have the following. And going back to what Jason said, you know, what most people don't realize is a lot of the WNBA teams are owned by are basically owned by the NBA. So that contract, that TV contract that the NBA has, is basically covering some of the pretty much almost all of the losses of the WNBA. Now, there's also was a quote that I want to get to by Ryan Clark, who once again, oh, I kind of understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, I believe the way he said it is wrong. The quote was that if it was a bunch of white female players playing, then they would get their money. Um, let's be realistic about this. Race has nothing to do with this. No matter how he wants to spin it, it all comes down to their attendance is not there. The revenue is not there. For him to say something that idiotic, and it's kind of sad because he's well educated, but in that point he made himself look kind of stupid. So he just needs to. That was something that he just should have never said, or just if he would have said it, just say it to people in private. Don't tweet that shit out and make it public. I mean, yeah, I mean, we say things that because we don't care, but we're also not on a national platform like he is.
True.
I mean, yeah, we might hurt a couple of people's feelings, but I mean, that's not going to make a huge dent. Him, on the other hand, is on a national platform. He's well known. So yeah, him saying stuff like that, it's what get commentators fired. Yeah, you'll get over it. So yeah,
That
that's all
sucks.
I got on it. Just, I mean, like I said, I'm all for them getting their money, but not at not at what they want.
No.
It's not going to happen. You just don't make enough money to warrant that kind of money.
Right. That's why I was saying, like, in a way, I did agree with her as to them getting the money, more money, but at the same time, you got to bring something to the table.
So yeah, I mean, I just can't think of anything else about that because that's just because I was going to say at least bring their level up to what like the 15 player on the bench we received, but even then, you're talking about 700 to 800,000 dollars.
Hmm.
Only a handful of WNBA players are actually warrant that. I mean, yes, Caitlin Clark, and like I said, Angel Reese he's a great talent. She needs to learn to shut up. Plain and simple, just shut up just you already made an enemy when you basically came out and was pissed off that the WNBA pushed in Caitlin Clark over you. Okay, yeah. So make that a nice rivalry for you guys. Use that to help put fans in the stands. That way, now you can say, "Hey, we putting people in the stands. Now we deserve that money."
Yeah.
Until then, shut up. Develop that rivalry. Put people in the stands, and then come back to the table and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing."
Absolutely. I mean, I just want to say something real quick. The whole Ryan Clark thing, it sucks because he was a Steeler. Um, and then he is definitely well educated. And I like a lot of his takes on ESPN. Um, but ESPN personalities seem to do that a lot. Especially Stephen A. Smith. Anytime a coach gets fired, it's because they're black. Um,
Which annoys
or
the shit out of me.
hmm everything that happens to a black person in sports is because it's race involved. It is not because of their production. Uh, that annoys me so much.
Hmm.
I wish that Ryan Clark never said what he said because it has nothing to do with race. I hate that we keep pushing that and every time something's going on in sports, it's race involved. It gets really annoying and it's what's made me really stop even watching First Take and Get Up a lot because that's all they talk about is a lot of if anything happens to again like someone with color, it's be because it's racist or something with race. It's just not. If they're not doing well, then they're going to be held accountable just like a white person would.
Hmm.
It's just annoying, and I just wanted to say that. Um, uh, fuck for Kendrick Perkins, he did it about Jokic and why he won MVP again. He said that Embiid didn't get it or Jokic won it because he was white. That was the worst thing I think I've ever heard anyone say on national television. He said it live on ESPN. So they just need to stop with that. Not everything is about race; it's about production. And yeah, I'm just kind of upset that Ryan Clark even said that because he is definitely smart enough to know it's not anything, absolutely anything to do with race.
I mean, the only thing I could come up with him for saying something like that is to bring attention to the WNBA. But now you're doing it in the wrong
Now you
way.
do. Yeah.
Mm,
Like the just talking about them is what's going to bring attention to the WNBA. The players actually, developing rivalries and making the game interesting is what's going to bring attention to the WNBA. You don't want to bring This is the thing that they got to remember, and they seem to forget this because yes, they've played in a league where they made millions of dollars. Now that on ESPN making millions of dollars, they're forgetting the fact that even though you're trying to bring attention to it, at times you're bringing the wrong attention to them and it's hurting them and getting their money because now all these owners are going to sit here and saying, "Oh, well, if that's how they're feeling about it, and we're not going to worry about it." They could easily just say, "Hey, we're just going to shut the league down," and then you have all those young players And some older players now basically out of a job because you got color commentators saying shit that shouldn't be said because you're bringing the wrong attention to the league.
Mhm.
Talk them up, help them get their money. Don't antagonize the people that has to pay them. That's the wrong thing to do. It. And Kendrick Perkins, I don't know how he got on TV. God help. Oh, I know Charles Barkley sometimes puts his foot in his mouth, but at least Charles Barkley once in a while,
He knows
does
what he's
make
talking about.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Perkins makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
He is a big clown and a dummy. But yeah, let's move on because
Mhm.
we are now slamming the whole ESPN, and that's not what I was supposed to turn into.
Hey, we didn't slam him. We just speaking the truth.
I know.
Okay. Last week when we were going off the air, on the bottom of the screen, it came across about smelling salts and ammonia inhalants, ammonia capsules being banned from the NFL. The memo that originally went out stated that they were banned completely. The NFLPA sent out another memo clarifying the smelling salts being banned and all that. Pretty much
Jason.
pretty much what it is the policy prohibits, it's not prohibiting the player from using it. It's rather restricting the clubs for providing the players with them. So it's up to the players themselves to bring this stuff with them.
I
Now
can I can't
they
wait to hear
can't
the takes on this one.
the player there's definitely a loophole somewhere. I'm waiting for one of the players to find it because they're saying they can't be used during pre-games, sidelines, halftime, or locker room.
I can't with him today.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
I just can't. Not today. I can't with him today.
It's a
He's
good
on
one.
one today.
I don't know why that first comment that you said made me laugh so much, but that was funny.
You want to go first on this one, bud, or
Yeah, I'll get it. What this kind of reminds me of is when you're going on a school field trip, and that they send a note home to your family saying you either bring a lunch or one's not being provided for you. That's pretty much what this is. It's bring your own smelling salts. That is that is what this pretty much is. Bring your own from home. The team will not be providing any for the players. They have to bring their own, which to me is like you're banning it kind of like it's like half banned. The team can't provide it, but the player can for themselves. I'm not really sure how this is gonna end up. There's gonna be some. I almost guaranteed there's gonna be more issues with it throughout the whole season. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It just is a bit weird. Again, they're like kind of half banning it, so I don't know what the big deal is if the team provides it or if the player brings it themselves. I don't know.
Huh. Um. What the fuck? This shit has me so confused. Number one, it makes no fucking sense. That's number one. Number two, it makes no fucking sense. And number three, this sounds like a Roger Goodell type of thing.
Your buddy. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
So, if this is a Roger Goodell thing, my question is for you, jackass. If a player gets knocked out on a concussion, how do you expect them to wake him up? You expect that player to be knocked out, wake up, go get the smelling salt, come back to the spot he was laying down in, lay back down so they can administer the smelling salt to them? Hmm. That kind of doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just my logic. But again, that just sounds like you're just trying to say some form of liability. Because we know that, yes, smelling salt is pretty much almost like a stimulant, and it can send false signals to the person's brain, and they not realize they're actually fully hurt. I understand that. But at the same time, with all this medical technology that you've implemented in the NFL, you're trying to tell me you can't determine, especially with all the protocols that you go through, especially for concussions, that you can't determine if the person was just after concussion protocol was just knocked out or actually has a concussion. So you can't tell me you can't figure that out, and you have to ban smelling salt and tell the players they have to get it for themselves. Do you know what type of loophole and legal allegations you're opening for that? Yes, I know you guys got great lawyers, but you fucking jackass. Use your fucking head, you dummy. Okay, I had to get that out of the way.
Dummy. Yeah.
I love how both of you sitting there with your hands like this, just waiting for me to get done.
Well, I'm just enjoying it.
I'm letting you go.
The season, we were only week one into preseason, and we only got a Roger Goodell rant. I'm happy.
I'm just saying, just you got to use common
Like
sense when it comes to stuff like this.
like what? Like is a doctor on the sideline gonna have a thing of smelling salts with everyone's name on it if they brought it in or not? Like how is that gonna like work? All right, George Kittle, this is yours. Go ahead. Go ahead. Brock Purdy, this is yours. Go ahead. Like what?
It's like in the schools when a kid has asthma, they got to take the inhaler down to the nurse. They have an asthma
Mhm.
attack, they got to go down to the nurse and get the inhaler.
Mhm.
What's that? That's just wasting time.
Mhm.
I mean, I can understand it not being on the sidelines. You know,
Where the fuck you
if
gonna put it? In the locker
no.
room? God,
I can see
pointless.
I can see where they won't want it to be seen on the sidelines. You've got little kids that are looking up to these guys.
Is well, the thing is, it's never seen. Nobody knows that it's there until a concussion happens and you see them run out on the field, and then that's when they pull it out their pocket. So nobody even knows that they have it to begin with. So again, it comes back to that jackass making stupid decisions. If this was his,
I wish you would have made that phone call.
no, I thought about it. Trust me, but I was thinking, what was my odds of actually getting through?
Yeah. I'm sure someone's going to find a loophole somewhere.
I
Mhm.
can pretty much show you. I can tell you the loophole.
I mean, I can agree it is half-ass. If you're going to
All,
ban it, ban it. Don't just
all the players are gonna have smelling salt in their socks, and then it's gonna be all over the damn field.
Just smelling the field. All right, turn him on his side. There's salt right there. Have him smell it. He's good.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get an email later.
That's okay.
But yeah, from the medical point of view, I don't see how this is going to be a good outcome.
I don't see it as a good outcome at all. It's it just seems like just nothing but problems. Again, almost like what Mary just said. If you're gonna ban it all the way. Don't
Mhm.
kind of halfway. I don't
Do you need
understand.
my take on it again?
Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Yes, 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 yes.
No, Jeff, you're not gonna get that lucky.
Damn right.
All right, let's. What we got left now? Yes, please get off this topic before I start another
Yeah,
one.
I am. You came up with the lovely idea of ranking quarterbacks by division.
Oh,
I
this is a
believe we're starting with the AFC.
well, yeah. Which
Okay.
division? East, West, South,
Which one do you want to start with,
North?
Anthony?
I don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, I just did AFC in general.
Okay.
Okay.
That's that's how I did it. In the whole AFC, that's how I did my ranking. I can't wait for Jason's opinion on these because I know he'll be spamming in the comments
Fucking
soon.
Daniel Jones.
Hmm. All right, number one quarterback I have in the AFC is Lamar Jackson. I think he is the most talented in that here in the AFC. Just he has not gotten it done in the playoffs. I understand that's more of a team thing, but Mahomes has more Super Bowls. But to me, Lamar is the most talented QB in the AFC.
I'm not gonna deny that one. And here we go. And here we go. That didn't take long.
Nope.
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna deny that Lamar is up there. He is the most talented, but even though he's, still got to put Patrick Mahomes there until someone in the AFC actually dethrones him. Because we've seen Josh Allen and both Lamar all fail at beating him in the playoffs. So I would actually have to have Patrick Mahomes as, like I said, until someone actually defeats him in the playoffs and where he doesn't go to a Super Bowl. I still got to go with Patrick Mahomes as the top ranked quarterback in the AFC.
It is understandable. I do. I almost had him at one, but Mahomes didn't look his best last year, and Lamar looked really good. I understand Mahomes made it to the Super Bowl, but if Mark Andrews doesn't drop that pass,
This motherfucker.
that is right. That is right, Jason. He is on the side with the Swifties. So,
Yeah, I have noticed that.
hmm
Y'all all can
I,
kiss my ass.
I still say he's a Swifty fan in the closet.
mm,
You're fired.
again, I have him at number two. Again, with how many Super Bowls he's gone to and he's won already. But again, I think Lamar is more talented, but Mahomes is still one of a kind. Uh, But yeah, his numbers last year weren't the best uh, compared to what we are known for him to be having. So I just went with him at two. Uh, yeah.
I got Lamar at two. I mean, like I said, he should have been number one because when you got Derrick Henry in the backfield with you, that is a 1-2 punch that no team could stop to begin with. And there's no way Buffalo or Baltimore shouldn't have been able to lose to Kansas City. Buffalo always seems to come down to something with their defense where their defense just for one split second just forgets what they're doing. And with Baltimore, I mean, you have the best rushing attack in the NFL. Lamar is one hell of a passer. Yes, he was plagued by a couple of drops with some receivers. You know, Mark Andrews' big ass feet can't keep him in bounds sometimes. But for some reason, they neither one of them could seem to get past Kansas City, and I can't figure out why. Buffalo has an offense that can. Both of those teams have an offense that can outpower Kansas City all day long. And again, it comes down to their defense where it just forgets that, oh yeah, we're playing this team. Oh yeah, we got to cover this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I found the top of this list pretty easy in the top four. And it went from five to the others where I struggled to put them in. But number three, I think, should be Josh Allen. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, again, to me, those are the top three in the AFC. Uh, he is super talented, and I think a lot of these losses really to Mahomes aren't on him. I mean, I've seen his numbers in those games against him, and they're incredible. And again, just like Tony said, it is the defense that lets him down time and time again when all they need is one stop, and they can't get that one stop. So I think Josh Allen is definitely number three in the AFC.
Yeah, I have him at number three as well, and for the same reasons. I mean, there's no need to harp on the same for the same facts that we both have down for why he has at three.
Hmm.
So hopefully, their defense this year, with the improvements that they made, actually, beat Kansas City. Because Buffalo does
Hopefully.
deserve to win a Super Bowl after losing fucking
Hmm.
four straight.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, that's his top five. Not bad.
Who you got at four?
I got Joe Burrow. He is the only one in the top out of the three that we talked about. In him, Josh Allen, and Lamar to actually beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs to make it to two Super Bowl. Uh, to me,
Oh yeah, that's right, he
but
did.
hmm but to me, he does play in a tough division with Lamar when in Pittsburgh and the Browns. I can't even talk about them right now. Um, but again, just I think he's amazing, but just not as good as the three ahead of him. And again, his defense lets him down time and time again as well. I mean, that is proven case last year.
So does his offensive
They would
line.
have, yeah. I mean, they would have made the playoffs easily. He probably would have been MVP if his defense could win them a game. So, yeah, Joe Burrow at number four.
Yeah, I got Burrow at number four as well. And yeah, I completely did forget that it's been so long
Hmm.
that he did beat Patrick Mahomes to go to the Super Bowl, which I still think was a fluke. But I mean,
Hey, he still beat him.
this yeah, a dead watches twice a day.
Hmm.
Um, the problem with the Bengals is one we already mentioned it, the offensive line, because Burrows always seems to be running for his life, and two is either the front seven forgets that they're playing football or the secondary forgets they're playing football. I think they alternate. I think they flip a coin to see who's going to be the worst unit out there on the field for that day. Because you never see them with, I mean, occasionally you see them with a complete game, but those are usually against teams that they're supposed to beat.
Hmm.
So I really don't count that one.
I don't know if Mary has any opinions on this. I don't want to just keep acting like she's not there, but
No, 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 no. I know I
you're good.
can speak in at any time. I'm good.
Okay, all good. All right. Number five, I got CJ Stroud. Again, this guy I was very high on. Tony's gonna remind me of it as much as he can from 2 years ago. I know. He's going into his third season. I wasn't very high on him when he came in the league. And look at the big smile on his face because he was right. Um, but he is super, super talented. And the offense there is really, really good. He's getting his wide receivers back. Diggs isn't there no more, but that's all right. I think he'll still be fine. I think he's just a bit more talented than Herbert. Um, and with the division that he's in, a lot more of a chance to be in the playoffs and contending. Uh, so yeah, CJ Stroud number 5 for me.
Yep, I got my boy CJ Stroud as number 5 as well. It was a tough choice between him and Justin Hilbert.
Hmm.
Um, with Hubert, I for me, it was more of a product of a quarterback system with Jim Harbaugh's system because he really didn't throw any interceptions until the playoffs.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at it as okay, he's in a good system. Where compared to other coaches that he had, he wasn't that. He was basically average. Well, I'll say above average. And Jim Harbaugh made him almost basically on the star level. Whereas C.J. Stroud, and Jeff's gonna get sick of hearing this, from the time he came into the league, and I just had that feeling that he would be that one quarterback from that rookie class that Jason, you were on crack. That he would be that one quarterback that would actually stand out. And yeah, he hit kind of a rookie second year wall last year, but a lot of it was due to his receivers going down and getting injured. He has majority of his weapons back. They assured the defense a little bit more, and I'm looking for him to have a bounce back, year this year. As whereas Hubert, he's just going to. Tua is nice, but Tua gets concussed too much.
Yeah, he'll be on the smelling salts a lot.
I think that's why they did that smelling salt shit because of his ass. Did I say that out loud?
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I think he'll be shocked with how low I have Tua. I I think he'll be a bit shocked. Um. Uh-oh. Tony's W went down the wrong hole. While he recovers, I'll go on to number 6. I got I got Justin Herbert. It was very close between those two. Um, but to me, Herbert pooped his pants uh in the playoffs, whereas CJ Stroud seemed to look just a bit better. Um, maybe year 2 under Harbaugh, Herbert will do even better. Now he has Keenan Allen back. He has a great offense with him. So, yeah, again, it was very, very close between those two, but I just gave it to CJ because he played a bit better in the playoffs than Herbert.
Yeah, I got Hubert at number 5. Oh, damn W. Yeah, I got Hubert at number 5 for the same reasons. He basically was just a quarterback system quarterback.
Mm.
The same way he could do what he did with other coaches where he struggled. Also, his receivers wasn't that very good as well. They had a lot of drops. So if your receivers are dropping the passes, you're not going to be very good. Because unless you go throw the pass to yourself, you ain't going to go very far.
So number 7, I think it's going to shock a lot of people. Um, Bo Nix, I have at number 7. He did To me, a
Did not
very
expect that.
incredible. Yeah, he did a very incredible job in year one under Sean Payton, and Sean Payton is known to be a great quarterback coach. We did see with Drew Brees. Bo Nix looked really good, and their offense has only improved going into year two. He's in the NFL even longer. Again, he was a rookie last year. Wasn't high on him, but I saw so much potential and talent in him. Um, Again, we've been talking about this for weeks. I think that the Broncos are going to be really good this year. A sneaky good team in the AFC. Um, he's a great quarterback. He will lead this team to a lot of wins, and that's why I had him at number 7.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. Did not expect you to say Bo Nix. Wow. Yeah. Okay. um. I actually got Tua at number 6. I mean, even though
Number
he does
7.
get a lot of concussions, he still has probably the most talented wide receiver core in the AFC. Now, I don't know how that's going to play out with him and Hill this season, but I mean, if they could get back on the same page and if they could keep Tua actually standing upright and not smelling salt, um, that team, yeah, they perform well during the regular season, but for some reason in the playoffs, they just forget how to play.
And against good teams. They
Exactly.
they don't play well against teams that are good. Great. Number 8. Number 8, I have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, my guy, Aaron Rodgers. Now, um,
I'm just waiting for the comments.
oh yeah, me too. Other than the Achilles tear a few years ago, he is a lot more healthier than Tua. Um,
Not by much.
I know, I understand he's 42. Um,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna go out there in a walker.
he'll probably still do better
There
than
we go.
yes, Rodgers over Tua. Rodgers last time he did not have to be the GM, the coach, the owner, the everything for an organization. He played really, really well, and that was with the Packers. He does not need to do any of that with the Steelers. He all needs to do is go out there and play football. He has a lot of talent on the offense. The defense is set up to where they won't blow games. I'm looking at it as what could be for him and the Steelers if everything goes right. I understand it's him. It could go wrong, but I'm trying to be the optimistic Steelers fan. All right, I'm always very negative. I'm trying to be optimistic. I think he will have a great season, a great bounce back season. To again, to where he doesn't have to be everything for the organization. He just needs to go out there and be the quarterback. Jay, I don't know why you're saying, "Oh, brother." It doesn't matter who starts. Either Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, someone you pick up off the street. Your quarterbacks are still one of the worst in the AFC or in the NFL. So I'll take Aaron Rodgers over any of the two that you have on your team. So yeah, I'll pick Aaron Rodgers at 8.
I got Bo Nix in the 8th spot. Um, under Sean Payton, he really impressed me last season. I didn't think he was actually going to be that good, but then again, you got quarterback guru Sean Payton out there. I mean,
Hmm.
he turned Drew Brees' career around. So, and he got a fresh young kid that he's doing this with. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Knicks was a big. When I seen him make a couple of tight throws that no most I'll say like 98% of the quarterbacks in the league can't make, I was like, okay, this kid is something special. But I'm not going to anoint him just yet.
Bo, he didn't start off good last year, but then he turned around. He got like settled into the NFL, and he he really started playing a lot better.
Yeah,
Now, number 9, I do have Tua. I'm not going to drop him that low. I have Tua at number 9. Yes, talented offense. Can't get it done against good teams. They will beat up on the bad teams as much as they can to improve their record. Again, he can't stay healthy for the life of him. I do hope that he does. I want him to have a good career, but I would like to, like you said, see him standing upright and not laying on the ground. Um, to where we don't know if he's going to get back up and play again. So, and again with that, uh, him and Tyreek Hill situation, I don't know how that's going to play out this year. So I'm just putting all factors in, and that defense isn't particularly the greatest. So success wise, I don't know. I see Tua not being crazy good this year, just based off all those factors. That's why I have him at 9. Yep, Rogers over Tua.
um,
I said it. I'll stand on it too. Yeah, talent wise, but i- injury, injury. He's about number 1 in the NFL. So he he can get injured by looking at somebody running at him. So
that's just wrong. Number 9, I have Justin Fields. Um, for I mean, he's going to a Jet team that you know has a great young receiving core, great running back room. I mean, still has that vaunted Jets defense. Only thing is now, hopefully, now that he's out of Chicago, and I still think that they should have left him the starter in Pittsburgh
I
when
know.
Russell got healthy, and instead of putting Russell in, because Tua kid, I mean, not Tua, fucking Jason is all them. There's Tua shit. Justin Fields can make plays down, make plays on the field, either with his arm or his leg. Um, Hopefully the Jets use him the right way because we know how that Jets organization is. They never seem to get things 100% correct. So, I mean, we'll just have to see when the season starts. But as of right now, I have him as the ninth best quarterback in the AFC.
Now this one, yes, and I agree with you. We should have never benched Fields. I hated it from the start, but that was last year. I'm not even looking at last year no more. This year, I'm going number 10 in the AFC with Drake May.
Okay.
Oh, get
What
over it,
to a
Jason.
slander? Jeez, I put him at 6 or 7. Good lord.
But Drake May, he did really well with the Patriots last year, and he didn't have nearly the offense to really get it done. Now he has another new head coach. Um, and now he has Diggs. As long as Diggs just
Shuts up.
yep shuts up and just plays football, and he'll get the ball when he gets the ball. It's a very talented offense with a good offensive line in front of him, and a great defense. So I think that Drake May will just get even better in year two in the NFL, and that's why I have him at number 10.
So what I have at number 10 is probably going to shock you. And the only reason why I got him at 10 because he's reunited with his old coach, and that's Geno Smith.
Hmm.
You know, he was traded to the Las Vegas Raiders, or I like to call them the Las Vegas Seahawks, because they also signed Pete Carroll, and they picked up a couple other Seahawks. So I mean, Geno Smith did very well under Pete Carroll in replacing Russell Wilson. I just see Geno continuing to develop under Pete Carroll. Yes, I know Geno is pretty up there in age, but I still see him as a viable just inside the top 10 only because the remaining five quarterbacks that's left or six, whatever, majority of them are going to be new quarterbacks. So Geno's getting the 10th spot by default.
I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. I like Geno, but at number 11, I have the old Steelers quarterback, Justin Fields. Um, Almost again like with what you said. Well, last year I think he did relatively well and good for the Steelers, and we should have never benched him. And I liked him way more than Russell Wilson because he can make plays, like you said, with his legs. It wasn't just his arm. He's a dynamic quarterback that I think that the Jets will hopefully use in the right way. Um, they have Hall in the backfield and Garrett Wilson as wide receiver with a bunch of other talent around him. So I think Fields will have a good season, a good full season at QB1 again. So yeah, just again, you already said everything that I wanted to say on Justin Fields. So yeah, Fields at number 11.
I have Drake May at number 11 simply because of the fact that one, we don't know if Diggs is going to shut the fuck up. I mean, we've already seen he pretty much has it. Two, he has a new quarter or new head coach, and I'm just not sold on their offense yet. So with all of that being said, I mean, he's going to. He's going to be better than Trevor Lawrence, and I mean, you got a couple of rookies that's going to be starting quarterbacks like Cam Ward. But if, like I said, if Diggs could keep quiet and just play and be that weapon for Maine that he was for Josh Allen and C.J. Stroud and Kirk Cousins when he was in Minnesota, yeah, Drake May could be look very impressive. But again, like I said, I have question marks with the new head coach. I have question marks with their offense. I mean, their defense is typical Patriots defense.
At number 12, I have Geno Smith. Again, I do like that he's reunited with Pete Carroll. That's when he had his amazing season there with the Seattle and really kind of rejuvenated his career. Um, yeah, the Las Vegas Seahawks or Raiders, they they do have a good offense. They have a good now rookie uh Ashingenti, Barack Bowers. Wide receivers are a bit lackluster, but with Pete Carroll there, they will still find a way to do relatively well. I think Geno Smith will have a good season, but not as good of a season as the people ahead of him. So that's why I have him at number 12.
Understandable. Number 12. I know you're not going to like this one, but I have Tennessee's rookie quarterback Cam Ward. Yes, I know how you feel about rookie quarterbacks, but he's pretty much getting thrown into it right away because the original starting quarterback for Tennessee is out, so he has no choice. I believe he's gonna struggle at first, but once he get his feet wet after a couple of weeks, I don't see him having a season like C.J. Stroud had. But I'll say he has a similar type season that C.J. Stroud had, better than what Bryce Young had as a number one draft pick overall. Again, I mean the Titans' offense has gotten a little bit better. The offensive line has gotten a little bit better, but again, they're basically playing in a division where I mean the only competition really there is the Titans. I mean the Texans. The Colts are gonna, depending on who they have as a starting quarterback, that's going to be interesting. And Jacksonville is just going to be Jacksonville.
Yeah, I agree with you with that one. I'm not high on rookies, as I think everybody knows by now. So at number 13, I have, as you said, Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence at number 13. Um, Pretty much just based off the fact of I haven't seen Cam Ward play in the NFL yet. That's almost the only reason why I have him uh, underneath Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence has been pretty underwhelming. He'll show signs of talent and potential from game to game. And no, Jason. Um, and then he will then fall back down to earth. So he's very inconsistent. I need to see something out of him this year, or he'll just keep dropping down my list. So I mean, but he is better than the three that I have underneath him, and that's just because I haven't seen one of them play in the NFL yet. So yeah, Trevor Lawrence at 13.
Yeah, I got Trevor Lawrence at 13 as well. For the simple fact that they gave up, they lost his favorite weapon in Evan Ingram's. Now they did draft Hunter, who's going to be mostly on the offense and second string defense. So hopefully his dynamic skill play, um, Jacksonville can be competitive. I just don't know for how much longer. Because that franchise started off in the right direction and just went backwards.
Number 14, I have Cam Ward. Um, again, a rookie, not high on rookies, but I think he has a lot of talent to where he could do well in his first year. But again, it is kind of a tough situation to be in. I understand their offense is all right and good, but I don't think it's good enough. He's going to have to do a lot to make anything really happen with that team, in my opinion. Um, that's why I think it's going to be really kind of tough in his first year to where he doesn't really have a chance to get like evaluated into the league and like get used to it. He's kind of thrown right in. Um, but yeah, I think he is better than the two I have underneath him for sure. So can't wear that 14.
Person I got at 14th. I know you're gonna be disappointed with this, Jeff. But I have Aaron Rodgers and this is for the simple fact is you got a 42-year-old playing in the black and blue division. He's playing in a division that is known to beat quarterbacks up. He's not as mobile as he used to be, especially after that Achilles tear. And without his mobility at his highest, he's basically going to be a sitting duck for the Ravens, the Browns defense, who, I mean, if rumors is true that they might be getting Michael Parsons, then yeah, he's. And I mean, like we even said, the Bengals defense, it's a hit or miss defense, but they also are known to get after the quarterback as well. So I mean, and the offensive line isn't the greatest. So if they can manage to keep him healthy and away from the big hits, yeah, then I can move. I'll move him up on my list. But right now, I just with even though it's been a year from the Achilles, we all know it takes more than a year to be fully back. He doesn't want to leave Dallas, but the fact that Jerry Jones overpaid your boy Dak Prescott, he really doesn't have the money to pay Parsons what Parsons wants.
And he keeps slandering him every chance he gets. Like I would want to play for somebody like that. Now, at number 15, I have Anthony Richardson slash Daniel Jones. I don't think it matters who starts for that Colts franchise. It could be either one of them. They're still gonna suck. Uh,
Damn.
sorry, Jason, but they are gonna not be good at all. Yeah, they have wide receiver talent, but when you have Anthony Richardson who can't stay healthy and Daniel Jones who can't not trip over the grass, uh, I don't
No
know
comment.
who or how you're gonna get the ball to them. Yeah, you have Jonathan Taylor. That is your offense this year. Hope you enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, again, I don't think it matters really who starts for the Colts this year. They are going to be not the best. So, and as far as QB play, uh,
Which film? Film on Daniel Jones? Oh, I could. Yeah. I could give you all the film on Daniel Jones you want.
um, yeah, again, it doesn't matter who starts for them. So that's why they're at number 15.
I got Shador Sanders. I got a feeling he's going to end up winning the starting job in Cleveland. Um, Although Mister Massage Parlor Deshaun Watson thinks he's going to be the starting quarterback. Um, Sanders has been looking. I mean, he's finally taken our advice, shutting up and just play. Prove everybody why they made a mistake passing up on you, and he's been looking good. He has moved up to basically first rep, first string. Yeah, okay. Um, but yeah, I mean that Browns team still isn't going very far. No, no matter what they do with the offense, that because their defense is solid, but their offense is just that team is just cursed, plain and simple.
Yeah, and last at 16, I have on my list. I literally put down whoever, and it doesn't matter who starts for that team. Uh, Sanders, Joe Flacco, uh, Watson, the other one that's there. It don't matter who starts. They It's just a bad situation for everybody. Shador, yeah, finally shutting up, playing football, looking good in the preseason. But again, it's the preseason. I don't even necessarily like the preseason. That's my hot take on that. I know that'll
Same with
rile
me.
Jason up. I do not like the preseason at all. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, he looked good in the preseason, but that's against second and third stringers. I understand. Yes, it's great. He looked good in the NFL. It wasn't against the top talent on the defensive end. So yeah, but again, I don't think it matters to start for the Browns organization. It's just not going to end well this year.
Yeah, I got in the 15th spot, pretty much the same as your comment, whether it be Richardson or Daniel Jones. I mean, that's just. I'm sorry, Jason, but your Colts quarterback room is a fucking shit show.
It's bad.
I, I don't think there's any quarterback room that's worse. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, my Giants aren't much better with quarterbacks, but at least, I mean, we got Russell Wilson who can't throw the deep ball and still get out of the pocket and move. Jameis Winston, yeah, he's notorious for throwing interceptions for the other way, but again, he's another one that could get the ball down the field. And Jackson Dart has been looking very impressive. I don't see him starting, but all three of them is better than what fucking the Colts have. So yeah, I got the Colts quarterback room as ranked dead last in the AFC because that's just really one sad shit show of a fucking organization. Hopefully they do. I mean, I know they you lost your owner Ursay, which I'm pretty sure a lot of Colts fans is fucking excited about. If I'm not mistaken, I think they threw a parade instead of a funeral. That's wrong with me. Damn, that was wrong. Fuck it. Oh well. But I mean, hey, he does. I mean, look at the way. I mean, how you treat Peyton Manning like that? The greatest Colts quarterback of all time. You basically just pushed him out the fucking door. And then the best running weapon you had in Jonathan Taylor basically almost walked. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure Colts fans was. Here we go.
Now you lit a fire.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm just speaking the truth.
Hmm.
I mean, you don't treat a legend like that in Peyton Manning, and then your all-around weapon in Jonathan Taylor, you basically almost let walk out the door, and then you draft a quarterback who, what was it, 5 years later quit and retired,
Hmm.
which is why you guys are in this situation with the quarterbacks as right as it is now.
Oh boy, you got him riled up because he loves Andrew Luck, so you're riling him up.
I'm just saying. I mean, I understand
He
with
he
Luck, it was mostly I know it was mostly injuries that did it in for him that made him retire. But at the same time, you don't treat the greatest quarterback that won you a Super Bowl the way you treated Peyton Manning.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, he thinks Andrew Luck is better than Peyton Manning. So
Huh?
he thinks Andrew Luck is better than Peyton Manning.
Who?
Jason.
Jason, I'm gonna have to send you for a drug test.
I'm not even kidding.
Um, okay.
All right, there's our rankings.
The only quarterback that was better than Peyton Manning was Tom Brady.
Hmm.
How can you be so disrespectful to the sheriff? Oh God. Oh, that's yeah. I will agree. He is more talented than Peyton Manning, but as far as IQ wise, Peyton Manning was basically a coach on the field. Andrew Luck, yes, he was able. He could get out the pocket. He could run. I'm not sure he had a better arm than Peyton Manning. He threw a tighter spiral than Peyton Manning. I'll give him that. But I don't think he had a better arm than Peyton Manning. And Peyton Manning was just an all around leader. He was the head coach on the football field in helmets and the pad. But don't get me wrong, I don't have nothing against Andrew Luck. I mean, I thought Andrew Luck was a great replacement for him. I just didn't like the way it went down. So, oh yeah, don't forget we gotta be on Jason's podcast tomorrow morning.
I was
Yep.
just gonna say, you guys got another podcast to do tomorrow morning, don't you?
Yes, and Tony will see I'm not a morning person.
Well, I wasn't calling Andrew Luck stupid. I wasn't saying that by far.
But just compared to Peyton Manning on the football field,
I'm
he's
just
not.
saying. Well, I won't say he was. I won't say that. I was just saying. I would rather say Peyton Manning just he's quicker to read the defense and know how to manipulate the defense better than Andrew Luck did because he was just coming into the NFL, not used to the NFL defense or NFL speed. And by him getting hurt and then retiring, it kind of like I said, I have nothing against Andrew Luck. I just didn't like the way the whole situation with them being sneaky and forcing Peyton Manning out the door, where he ended up going to Denver and winning another Super Bowl. I felt that was kind of disrespectful. Who agreed to this 10 o'clock shit?
I don't know.
You got three people that's gonna be on a morning show that's not based. Well, I'm not sure Jeff or Jason's a morning person, but I know Jeff definitely isn't.
Well, that's why I work nights.
I mean,
But
yeah,
Give you
I am
credit
up
on
that
that one,
early
Jeff.
because I am usually up by 7 o'clock. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
we do have one more topic, and I do. I'm glad that Jay's here about it because I kind of mentioned something about it on or at work.
What topic are we do or do we miss?
What?
I said in the chat that I wanted to talk about they should ban the or they should stop with the preseason.
Oh, yes, I did see something about that.
I missed that.
Yeah, I put it in the long message. I know I did.
Jeff, did you see what Jason just said?
hmm I
You can
mean,
change it.
it's whatever. Like, I could be awake at any time. It doesn't matter. We're just messing
Like I
with you,
said,
Jay.
I mean,
Whatever.
I'm up at by like 7 anyway. So I mean, if you want to do it at 10, I'm fine with doing it at 10. Oh Lord.
And the thing is, he's not lying either, because he grabs a newspaper too. So that's funny. Um, yeah, I did put that in the chat that I wanted to talk about that. We are week 1 into the preseason, and Tajay Spears has an ankle sprain. He'll be out until the start of the regular season. Rondell Moore for the Vikings. He on the first play from scrimmage, a kickoff, he tore his ACL on the first play. CJ Gardner Johnson, he almost tore his his ACL. All right, again, like we'll talk after the podcast about that.
Yeah.
CJ Gardner Johnson, cornerback for the Texans, he almost tore his ACL, but he'll be ready for week 1. Scary sight with Detroit safety Morris Norris. He took a knee to the head and he had a seizure on the field. He had to be taken to the hospital, and the game was called off after that. And Philadelphia's guard Landon Dickerson he was called off the field with a right leg injury. I understand you can get hurt in training camp too. I would rather you get hurt in practice / training camp than a game that doesn't matter.
Well,
The
here's my
preseason does
take
not
on
count.
this. I agree with you to some extent. I am not a huge preseason fan as well, but the preseason is necessary for the simple fact is you need to fill out the rest of your roster. You can't do that during practice because you're not seeing them in game time situations. Um, Now, what they should do with preseason that would make a lot more sense is shorten the length of time. You don't need to do 15 minutes a quarter because you only running your second and third string out there all anyway. Your first string doesn't play until the last preseason game of the season, and majority of them, the older veterans, won't even play the preseason at all. So I mean, you don't need a full 15-minute quarter for 4 quarters. You could cut it down to like 10 minutes a quarter, and that will save some wear and tear on your players for the regular start of the regular season. And I agree with Jason. Yeah, you can get hurt in training camp as well. You could get hurt in practice. Um, a lot of them is just a lot of the injuries are freak injuries, like the knee to the head. Yeah, that I mean, almost that's almost sometimes avoidable. The Achilles, these some of these players need to start taping up their ankles because that will give you more support, especially if you're a running back or receiver, cornerback, or defensive back. Period. Those 4 positions should have their ankles taped. Um, Again, Achilles tear can happen with any position, but I've noticed that majority of the Achilles tears come from either a running back position, a receiver position, or defensive back position. And when I say receiver, I also includes the tight end as receivers because a lot of them are now just big ass tight ends that go out, receivers that go out from passes. Very rarely you see. I mean, Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson's were freak accidents with Achilles for a quarterback, but majority of them are always usually the athletic positions that have the Achilles tear, and they need to be taping up their ankles to give them that extra support. Will it stop it? No. I mean, if it's going to tear, it's going to tear. But if you have that extra support, where it's making it where it gives it a less chance of tearing, that makes it a lot easier to to deal with. But you still need the preseason games just so you can fill out the rest of your roster. Otherwise, you're just basically lining pictures of every player and just throwing darts. Whoever gets a dart makes a team. Whoever does it, you cut. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm not a fan of preseason either. But again, the preseason is necessary. But like I said, it should be done at least 10 minutes instead of the full 15. Because the full 15 is not necessary.
No, I agree with your points. Um, I just feel like yeah, you got to fill out the rest of your roster, but when there's so many of those people getting hurt, it'll be easier to pick your roster spots. All right, this guy just tore his ACL. All right, we'll pick this guy. I understand that those are freak accidents and they're not common to happen, but and yes, it could happen on the practice field and it could happen at training camp and mini camp and all that. But I don't know. I just think that these guys are um risking their careers for a game that doesn't even count towards a record for their team. I understand they need to do it for roster spots and everything and improve themselves. But to me, there has to be like a better and a safer way to do it to where they're not all getting injured like this. I mean, Rondell Moore, there's a video of him. He is crying on the cart because he dealt with injury last year. You know, he just tore his ACL in the first preseason game. It wasn't even the first game in the actual NFL season, and he already is injured. He's out the whole rest of the year. So, I mean, there's got to be a better and a safer way to get through the off season and like in the preseason part of this to where a lot of them are not getting as seriously injured as they are already in week one, and this is just in the first game of the preseason.
Well, I have a solution to for especially for the preseason, which that is true. Um, we necessarily don't need kickoffs in preseason. Start the ball at the 25 or the 30. Eliminate the kickoffs from the preseason because I mean, basically, you're already gonna know who's you can decide who your returner is during practice. If the guy is fumbling the ball in practice, he's not going to be your returner. That's quite obvious. So we can eliminate kickoffs on preseason. Start the ball at the 25 or the 30. I mean, yeah, you want your kick, but and everybody gonna say, well, what about the kicker? The kicker's still gonna get his kicks in because we have this thing called extra points and field goals. So the kicker will still get his kicks in. We're trying to eliminate players getting hurt for unnecessary, risk, but at the same time, make sure we can see who actually fits the roster. Because without the preseason games, we would have never found players like Brock Purdy. Purdy would have never gotten a chance because he was a very last pick of what was it 2003 2002 draft.
It wasn't
So I
that long
mean,
ago.
No, it wasn't. That I do know.
so yeah, I mean, the preseason is does work for a lot of players. It gets them a roster spot that they probably would have never had if there was no preseason games. But we don't need kickoffs in preseason. So if anybody from the NFL, competition committee happens to get a hold of this, talk to that your wonderful commissioner. I was about to say something else, and give that idea. Hey, let's eliminate kickoffs in preseason.
Yeah, Purdy was 7th round, 262nd pick in the 2022 draft.
So I said I knew it was 2022 or 2023.
Yeah,
You said 2003.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
I meant 2022, 2023. But yeah, I mean, we don't need kickoffs in preseason. So that's one way to, make the game safer during the preseason. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not a fan of preseason either. I hate preseason.
And like you said, cutting down the time from 15 minutes to the 10, that may even help too.
Because you don't, I mean, you honestly really don't need,
I mean, I get
um,
you want the guys to feel like
you
they're
don't need
in a
60,
real game.
you don't need, well, here's this thing. Number one, you're not allowed to blitz in preseason. Well, that's an unwritten rule. You're not supposed to blitz in preseason. Two, you're not supposed to intentionally look to, knock somebody out. But you do get those rogue players that don't care. I
Yeah.
mean, they do have rules in place implemented for the safety for the preseason, but at the same time, you also got to take it a step further. Like I said, you don't need an hour
No.
to figure out. Okay, this guy's not. I mean, I could watch a game and within the first half, I'll be like, why is he still in the game? Why not sit his ass down? So yeah, there's other measures that you could take to make this game safer and still get see who's worth being on your roster. And those two will be the biggest two things that I think will make the game safer. And like I say, instead of 15-minute quarters, 10-minute quarters for the preseason. Instead of a kickoff, place the ball at the 25 or the 30.
Mm.
Because your punter and your kicker are still going to get their kicks in. Your returner, so most teams use the same kick returner and the punt returner, so that returner will get his returns in. And at the same time, you're saving players from being actually getting injured. I mean, at first I didn't like this new kickoff format, but I'm kind of understanding it because you are slowing down the full speed head on collisions. But at the same time, again, it's preseason. We don't need kickoffs
Hmm.
because your special team is always filled out with your second and third stringers anyway.
Hmm.
So whoever makes the second and third string, there's your kickoff team. Yes, and I mean I do understand. For some teams, special teams is where a player can make the team, but with this new kickoff format, you're not getting a chance to really make the team unless you're a kicker or the returner. In
Hmm.
those two positions, you can find them doing it with the punt returns, or just during practice. Like I said, if he's dropping and fumbling in football on kickoffs in practice, guess what? He's not your returner.
Are you sure?
So yes, we don't need the kickoffs in the preseason. And like I said, drop the quarters down to 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, what?
I guarantee you. I mean, yes, we want everybody to feel like we're back in football season, football mode. But at the same time, we also don't want to see a ton of injuries. Who
No.
likes starting week one saying, "Well, this person's on injured list. This person's on the injured list. This person's done for the entire season."
That's why we don't play the starters in the preseason.
So yeah, we just don't need all the extra stuff in preseason. Like I said, 10-minute quarters, eliminate kickoff, start the ball at the 25 or the 30-yard line. Bam, situation solved.
Why we don't play starters?
I should be the commissioner of the NFL instead of that jackass.
Why we don't play starters?
Yep, there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it real quick. Because again, I don't like making an injury list week one into the preseason, so I just wanted to talk about it because I want to see those players out on the field and actually playing and not, on IR for the whole season now.
Exactly. Like I said, I agree with you. I mean, like I said, I'm not a fan of preseason, but I mean, we do need the preseason games, but there's a solution to fix it.
Hmm.
And they need to get stricter on teams that are actually blitzing during preseason, which you're not supposed to do. Because I've seen a couple of games where I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they blitzing? I mean, yeah, you can like send one or two people, but not a fucking all out blitz. That right there should be a 15-yard misconduct penalty right there. So yeah, that's how I would fix the preseason games.
Like the ideas, send them in. I'll tell Roger it's right from you, jackass.
uh, I'm making a shirt. That's gonna be a shirt.
Jackass.
Oh, just so people also know. Hold
Oh yeah.
on. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I'm bringing
Okay.
up the store.
Okay. So if you guys don't know, we have a store. Uh, and it's very exciting. Tony, he's been really hard at work with the store. Uh, Me and Mary get bombarded with made a new shirt. Here's another one.
5 other products I'm adding to the store.
Yeah, I actually
Mhm.
got yelled at the other day because I was supposed to take the day off on Sunday. And I actually did take the day off until I went to bed and the idea popped in my head. So I didn't want to lose the idea, so I went to work.
Hmm. So we do have a
Yeah.
store.
So this is our store. It's called zoneelitewear.com. It's actually on Shopify. For those who you don't know, we use Shopify for an online store, as well as we do print on demand. So,
We can't see it, Tony. I don't see it in the live. I only see it in the other one.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
There you go.
There you.
I forgot to hit the transition button. Like I said, the store's called zoneelitewear.com. Our prices are not too bad. They're fairly reasonable. We have stuff for the podcast. We just have, I have made random shirts, and like I said, our prices are. I mean, we're not Walmart prices, but we're just slightly above Walmart prices. We got $13 shirts. Some of the stuff we do have that are actually up there in prices are because it's either through Under Armour, Adidas, or it's just a high brand that we use that they didn't have anything that was cheaper. So we try to keep everything as cheap as possible to keep the cost down. That way, it keeps the cost for everybody else that wants to buy it. It keeps that cost down for you. Also, we are running a promo special for probably up until October, the end of October, where if you spend $35 before the taxes, so your total order has to be subtotal has to be $35. You use the promo code Drop Zone, and you get 15% off. So Jeff, what's your favorite line?
Tell me.
No, the other one. But who don't like saving?
Oh yeah, who don't like saving? I know I like saving. Am I missing the line? Am I still too tired? What? Am I am I fucking it up?
And we do have a Jeff shirt too, because we all know Jeff has his own segment on the podcast, and I don't even have my own segment on the podcast, but Jeff does. I'm trying to find it for him.
Not the water bottle. I found the water bottle.
Oh yeah, they're right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he has his own water bottle, and he has his own. Let me see if I can blow it up for you guys. Jeff's Dummy of the Week, yeah, T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
which you also can personalize. So instead of having Jeff's name on there, you can have your name on there, and that'll be your dummy T-shirt of the week.
There, I found the water bottle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shirt's right next to the water bottle. I think we just lost Mary. And no, I didn't fire her.
Yes, you did. That's so rude.
Damn pain in my ass.
Realistically, you should hire me because that would make your podcast way more exciting.
So yeah, like I said, check out the store again. It's zoneelitewear.com.
We'll have
It's on
the link
Shopify.
on YouTube too. We have it on the Facebook group, but we'll have it on YouTube soon.
Yep, I'll do that. I'll have to do that tonight because we got the morning podcast. Oh wait, we got to talk to Jason about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get away from me.
So yeah, like I said, on orders of subtotal of $35 or more, you get a 15% discount. And like Jeff said, who doesn't like saving money? We
Oh,
actually met.
and we're still partnering with Doobie, whatever. So
Oh yeah, we
use
forgot to
that
mention
promo
that all
code.
today. Whoops.
Yeah, we do have that promo code still of Drop Zone for what 10% off the order.
Yeah. Although they tried to kill me today.
Mm.
Mary's playing tag with us. Um. So yeah, I don't have anything else. Do we have anything else on the docket? Please
No,
say no.
we're good. No, no, we're good.
All right, Mary, take us home.
Okay.
Is she there? Oh, can we have a?
malfunction.
Oh, she's lagging.
Oh,
All right, so I'll take us home then.
all right.
So once again, we want to thank everybody for joining us today.
Jay, you were on point. Jesus.
Jay, as usual, being a pain of our butts.
Hmm.
But, that's Jay. Our podcast wouldn't be fun without him.
No.
And also, like we said earlier, tomorrow you can catch us on Jason's podcast, JW Sports. We'll let you know if it's going to be at 10 or at 12. We need to speak with
We're
him about that.
yeah.
I mean, with me, it doesn't matter because like I said, I'm up at 7. But I know Jeff is not much of a morning person, just like I'm not. But, yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group, feel free to join us. That group is growing every day.
Hmm.
Put out lots of. We do try to get a lot of content out on the Facebook group when I'm not in the office. I'm kind of bad with that. I'm surprised I haven't gotten yelled at for that yet, too.
Oh, do we have Mary back fully? Is she back?
I'm here.
There she is.
I lost
Ah.
both of you guys. It was syncing offline. Oh, you guys were gone.
Tony was playing tag with us.
Playing something, that's for sure. Don't know if it was tag.
Uh,
Maybe hide and
so
seek.
that's okay. I did your job for you. All right. Until next week. Well, for those of you that's going to catch us tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see everybody next week. Same bat channel, same bat place, same bat time. Well, I haven't
Nice.
used that one in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't. Last time I used that was like what? Like fifth episode.
Hmm.
Oh man,
You can never go wrong with the classics.
this is true. This is true. All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Good night. You guys have a good show tomorrow.
Well, I was saying good night for all the viewers.